Hello, and welcome back to the Padded Room Corner. I'm your host, Crazy Nick, and today I've got an interesting thought. I was out with a friend of mine. We grabbed something to eat, and we were at McDonald's. There, on the menu, was a sandwich. No big deal, right? There's always sandwiches there. That's what it's there for. But no, this particular sandwich was something that I have been ordering for more than 2.5 decades. That's 25 years for those of you who have no idea what a fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, 25 years. I have been ordering a chicken, fish, and hamburger in one sandwich. Usually I would actually have to order them separately and then build it myself, right? Well, no. Right there, tonight, I saw it on the board. I think they call it the land, sea, and air. Uh, but yeah, I've been ordering that for 25 years. If I'd have known that I wasn't the only person who would like it, yeah, I would have contacted McDonald's a long time ago. But nope, my idiot self did not think about that. I was too busy eating and hoping to hurry up so I can get back to work. And yeah, I worked for Walmart. If I can make a suggestion, do not work for Walmart. They treat their customers good, their employees like shit. And this coming from a guy who had the second crappiest job there, a cart pusher. Yep, that's it. I was outside in the sun every day at Walmart. Most of the time by myself, busting my ass trying to collect carts and do carryouts. So when I had my lunch, if I got my lunch, I had to quickly hurry up and eat and go. Usually I didn't even get a half hour for lunch. So when I went to McDonald's in store, yes, they actually had the McDonald's in the store. For those of you who live in places where they do not have restaurants in stores, I would quickly have to order all three and build it myself. Usually, the only thing I would add to my sandwich is lettuce and either ketchup, mayonnaise, and Catalina dressing. Yes, I actually carried around a bottle of Catalina dressing. I also carried a bottle of French around for when I wanted salad too. Well, I like them both on salad. That's neither here nor there. So, yeah, my surprise, we looked on the board and there it was. My cousin, the guy I was out with today, he looks at the board, looks at me, looks back to the board, and I actually make the comment, holy hell, they got that. He looks at it and he's like, we were just talking about that the other day. Yes, we were. And the last time we were at McDonald's, it was not on the board. I think it was like about a week ago, something like that. It was not on the board. Now it is. I wonder how many other things I've thought of, I've used, and done are already out there. Let's see. I was 8 years old and I had an idea for a washer and dryer combo. Not combo, I mean combo. One unit, not stacked. One exact unit, size of a washer or dryer. And it did both. Yeah, they have that now. I was pissed. When I was 13, my cousin buys a PlayStation. I believe it was, yeah, PlayStation 2. It's that big clunky thing, and he and I were just talking. I was playing on the computer, learning more about the computer, playing video games, Neopets. And he asks a question, something that most people would ask, but nobody would have an idea as to what the answer might be. His question, now that they did what they did with the PlayStation 2, what are they going to do next? I was like, making it portable? He's like, how would they do that? I was like, oh, I don't know. I mean, they have screens that you can sit in your lap. If they turn around, they connected that onto a controller. But I I was not really good with designing, so my idea was a CD player in the back that played the game, the screen above the controller, and the controller, all one unit, but it would just be a little bit too clunky. And he's like, "What would you do if you go traveling? If you're sitting in a car and it's bouncing?" I was like, "I don't know. Encase the disc in a protective cover to keep it from getting scratched." Well, what do you think the PSP did? And then he asks me, why? Why would they do that? I don't know. Shoot, they could turn around and make it able to connect to the internet. He's like, how would they do that? I was like, I don't know. I didn't know. I had no idea that my idea would come true. And it did. Exactly. Well, almost exactly. I mean, the PSP came out, and it could do all this crap. It had a tiny disc, which saved on space, obviously, in a protective shell, slides into a disc reader. It's got a built-in controller, obviously, and a screen. And then it can connect to the internet. So, my entire idea for the PlayStation 3 was made as PlayStation Portable. Then they made PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. And after the PlayStation 3 came out, all they did was make it faster, stronger, able to hold more, uh, killer refresh rate, just straight up awesome. And PlayStation is not done. Xbox. My friend had an Xbox, the original, the big black thing with the X on it. Yeah, he had that. He connected it to the internet. Okay, what the heck is going on with this thing? He went through all this crap just to try and get it to connect to the internet, and he had, he had a little code that enabled him to play this game online with other people. Okay. Xbox made it so much better when they came out with a 360. Wi-Fi. Yeah. Christmas I got it. I, I was handed this nice big heavy package. The words that slipped out of my mouth were Xbox 360 Premium. My mother, no, we didn't have the money to get you an Xbox. I was like, yeah, not after you bought it. The voice in the back of your head, right? Not after you bought it. You wouldn't have the money for it, right? Okay, so I open it. What do I get? Xbox 360 Premium. That's not the only time I've had things like that happen. Have a thought? Thought comes true. turn around. I rode with somebody in their big rig for just a few miles. Guessed what time exactly we would be at our destination. Came true. My girlfriend. Yes, I actually do have a girlfriend. Thank God. We were at this same job. I'm not gonna say what job. Okay? Just telling you guys that I worked at Walmart is bad enough. So we have the same job when we met. I was sitting down talking to my friend, and I'm like, he's like, what? I was like, I don't know. I looked to the door, and what do my eyes behold? A vision of beauty strolls into the room. And I'm just, oh my God, this girl's hot. Said not a single word to her the entire shift. Not hi, not how are you, not hey, my name is Crazy Nick, what's yours? No. So the entire shift, 12 hours, on our feet, all night long. We're at clock out. Somebody's standing in front of her, they're clocking out, and she's there. I'm standing behind her. Weird coincidence, right? The first words I say to her ever, forgive me, miss, but I have wanted to kiss you all night long. What the heck did I just do? Those words slipped out of my mouth, and it felt like silk. I wanted to kiss you all night long. How many people have a come on line like that? As far as I know, I'm the only guy. But she does not criticize. She does not ridicule. She does not do anything other than smile and blush. I get her number. We're sitting outside waiting for our respective rides, or respective, sometimes words fail me. We're waiting for our rides. We exchange numbers, and we start to talk. We spend hours talking. After we got home, we just spent hours talking. And we ended up together. But that's neither here nor there. That's complete sidetrack. But back to ideas. What the heck is going through our minds when we have ideas? My idea to say something to a beautiful girl. Not the idea to say, I've wanted to kiss you all night long. That was not my idea. It just, well, I have a habit of thinking of what I'm going to say after I say it. Eesh. Seriously. I have no filter between my brain and my mouth. Which is why a lot of these videos, you'll hear me cuss and bitch, moan, groan, complain, and all around rack my brain to try and word things to where they could be understood. Yeah. Still no filter. Just from brain to mouth. Or, if you think about the way I talk, from my ass to my mouth. Because apparently, the only thing that comes out of my mouth is nothing but a bunch of shit. How many people are like that? 99% of the goddamn world. Right? But again, our ideas. So I had that idea for food. I had that idea for a washer dryer. I had an idea for a hologram. Granted, as rudimentary as it was, still an idea. Me and a bunch of my friends having laser pointers pointed at one spot, and then flip off the light, remove the paper, and there was a tiny little red dot hanging in the air. Well, we're nearly close to actually having actual good visual 3D images. I mean, we can almost have that now. I think somebody turned around and put a crystal on a phone screen and it came up with a 3D image. I don't know. I I I, I don't know much about that. Just saw it. That's pretty much all I know is that I saw it. But the last couple of years, what has happened? The coronavirus hit. 99% of the world, what are we doing now? We're either avoiding going outside, making calls to DoorDash, or going out and wearing masks, or just saying screw it and staying put home, aside from going to work and back, or minutely going to school and back. We're not doing a whole bunch. And there are people who are having ideas over here and over there. And what are they doing? They're sitting on their ass, playing video games, watching TV. That's it. Or even board games, whatever. To games in general. And they're having ideas. Okay, so you're having an idea. Why not write it down? Write the goddamn thing down. Try and make it. Or just make a schematic, blueprint, something. Get your idea on paper. Do not do it solely on a computer. Computer gets screwed, your work goes bye-bye. I would suggest having it on hard copy. Or if you want to do it on the computer, print it out. Print the goddamn thing out. Even if you're using paint to try and make little schematics, print the fucking thing out. Have a hard copy. Do not just go digital. Digital sometimes sucks because it can get ruined. A power surge could wipe your device. Hell, the wrong thing blowing up in your house. Yes, I do mean blowing up as an explosion. The wrong thing blowing up in your house could send out even a minute EMP, electromagnetic pulse, which can fry a circuit, can completely break your phone. And when I say break your phone, I mean turning a nice little two pound phone into a 2-pound paperweight. I mean, you'd be better off just throwing your phone in a toilet than having an EMP go off. At least with throwing it in the toilet, you can try it out. EMP? Nope, it's screwed. As far as I know, it's completely screwed. So like I said, you have an idea, get it down, write it down, draw it. And if you want to protect it even more, laminate it. Yes, take that paper or those papers and seal them in plastic. At least that way, you won't have to worry about water. They could be floated down a river. Drop your backpack in a river, all your paperwork goes. If it's not laminated, yeah, it goes bye-bye. But the things you do have laminated, they'll just float on down the river. I can't tell you how many times I have dropped my backpack in water and lost my homework. Straight up gone because of water. So write it down. Don't just sit there. Don't just listen to me. Although, yes, I like you listening to me. It means somebody's actually listening to the bullshit that's coming out of my mouth. And I say it's bullshit because, yes, anybody that knows me, they'll say I'm just full of shit. I say bullshit and fuck. I'm a Taurus. Born in May. Yeah, so I'm bullshit. That's why I named it this. Padded Room Corner. What do you think? I'm a fucking psycho. And yes, I do mean psycho. I'm a schizophrenic, bipolar, schizophrenic, bipolar 1, anxiety, depression, uh, PTSD, uh, DID. Yeah, that's why I went with the name I did. What do you expect? Right? And, well, another name I wanted to use, I was not allowed to use. Because, well, yes, I actually listened to my mother. Sometimes I wish I didn't. But that's neither here nor there. She did not want me to use psychotic, as in psychotic. So I went with Crazy Nick. Still, I'm still psychotic. But seriously, get your idea down. Heck, me, I'll admit it, I got 3 books I'm writing. Will they ever be published? Doubtful. Will I ever actually write more in them than I did? Probably. Periodically. Very slowly. But I'll get it. Doubtful they'll be published. But I'll write them. I don't write for other people. I do it for myself. That's why a lot of people, their writing, their drawing, their music, things that they create, they don't do it for everyone else. They do it for themselves. Like thespians. Yes, thespians. Not lesbians. Girl on girl. Hot, but not. Thespian. As in somebody with somebody who uses the art of acting, pretty much. An actor or actress. A thespian. Most of them, they don't do it for everyone else. A real thespian does it for themselves. I mean, think about it. You get to do something that is not you. You get to say things, do things, flip people up if you want, curse them. Get the hairy behind over there. Yes, I just had a pussy in my face. A boy pussy. But they do it mostly for themselves because they enjoy it. Although, I have to admit, it's also enjoyable having control of the audience. Yes, an actor is in control of you. You go, you see a movie, you start crying. They made you cry. You start laughing. They're making you laugh. You get angry, frustrated. You hate the character on the screen. They made you do it. They made you hate them. There are actors out there who specifically take the parts where they are evil or hated the most. Why? Because it pays more. Yeah, it pays more. Why would they do it? Because if you can make an audience hate you, you have real power. And now I forgot the word that I was going to use. Either way, somebody who acts and makes you love them, they also have real power. Those two right there have more power on you in the moment you are watching them than they would if you just heard it. If you just heard your friends talking. Oh, this person turned around and they blew up a school, they killed this many kids. Oh, okay. So that's what happened in the movie. You go, you watch it. They can make you cry. Truly, from deep down inside, they can make you cry. Why? Because they have the power. And it's not boogie boogie. And now I realize that that's also the name of a movie. But they had the idea to become an actor. And they can use their ideas, their thoughts, their jokes to be better. So why don't you use your ideas, your thoughts, write them down, try and make them. Yes, I know, I've been coughing this entire time. Got a little messed up throat. No, I do not have corona. Oh my god, he's got a beard. I got a beard, not the virus. Yes, I know. If you laughed at that, you need help. And I'm the one who's mental. But still, try and do more than just sit on your fat ass. And yes, about if I remember correctly, about 20% of Americans are fat. Are they ugly? Probably not. But hell, I'm overweight by about 30, 40 pounds. I'm considered fat. Hell, Fluffy, he's fat. Well, he's fluffy. Fluffy's fluffy. But still, most of us are just sitting on our ass. And yes, I know I just screwed up my tongue. Most of us. So we're just sitting on our ass, doing nothing, having thoughts. Find out if they're out there. Find out if somebody else made it, did it, used it. If it's somebody else's creation already, and you just didn't remember. Try to look for it. Usually within the first 10 minutes, if you don't find what your idea is, pretty good chance it's not yet out. Or you just don't know how to look for it. But still, it's not going to hurt to try and get a patent for it. Well, that's not exactly true. First of all, it'll hurt your wallet. From $8,000 to $15,000 to get a patent. Yeah. I think I'd go ghetto and just mail myself a copy of my invention. When I say a copy, I mean blueprints, idea, schematics, whole 9 yards. Send it through the mail. When you get it back, it will have a date on it. Do not open it. So if somebody else tries to say that they had this creation and yet you did and you have the proof for it, they come to court, bring the envelope. Bring that piece of mail that you sent yourself, and it can actually help you win the case. Winning the case is a flip of the coin, but it will at least help. So don't just sit there. Don't just watch videos. Yeah, you can do that while you're trying to create. But you don't have to just sit there. You don't have to just watch something on TV. Play video games all the time. Try to make something. Try to use your brain for more than just a bowl for soup. And yes, I know what I said. Using your head for more than just a bowl of soup. Most of us have nothing more than soup for brains. And the reason why I say most of us is because, yeah, I dare you to go driving and count how many people screw up or piss you off on the road. That includes counting every single person who is going over the speed limit by more than 5 miles an hour. You count them, add them all together, call them idiots, and you'll understand why I said what I said. Seriously, this world is full of idiots. And you want to know how I know? I'm one. Okay, so I got a high IQ. Screw you. I'm still an idiot. Like I said, if I had contacted not Walmart, McDonald's, way back when I started to eat the land, sea, and air, aka the LAS burger, LAS, land, air, sea. Yes, I know. I just called it LAS, even though I saw it on the board just a couple hours ago. What do you expect? I was turning around, I was trying to think of a title for this damn video, and then land, sea, air. Wait a minute. Land, air, sea. LAS. Or Sal. Nah, I worked for a Sal's Italian restaurant. No, call it LAS instead. A LAS burger. Alas, I shall have a burger. Seriously, LAS. But me, I called it the triple meat burger. Because you got meat from chicken, you got meat from the fish, even though some people would actually argue with fish being meat or not. And ground beef burger. Those three, shoot, right? So again, if you have thoughts, you have ideas, write them down. Don't be an idiot and let somebody else come up with them. Try and do it yourself. Hell, if you have to get help from somebody, make sure it's somebody you actually trust. That way, if you two actually come out with your item, or or your sandwich, or your music, your book, if you collaborate, you have a better chance of getting it out there than having somebody else do it. They could end up stealing your idea, somebody you don't trust. Oh, granted, yes, I'll admit, sometimes even people you do trust. But if you need help, get it. Don't just let it sit there. Don't let your idea fester, because it will. Your idea, your invention, if you keep it in here only, If you keep it as an idea alone, it will fester. And then when somebody else comes out with it, you will be angry at yourself and at them. You'll be wondering who told them about your idea? How did it get out there? Why didn't I do it so long ago? Why didn't I patent it? Why didn't I contact these people, these companies, and give them my idea? Why? Because I was a fucking idiot. Why don't you? Because you'll be a fucking idiot too. So, please, don't let your idea fester. It can make you really bitter in the end. And I say bitter, not bit her. Of course, some people would actually do both. Bite her and become bitter. Yeah, the only time I want to be bitter is if I eat something really sour. No. Do something with your idea. Write it down. Something. Anything. We all deserve to have the chance to be more than what we are. And when you get the chance, do it. Because in the end, you only have yourself and the ones you love. And while that is enough, for me anyway, some people won't see it as enough. They'll want you to do more. They'll want you to be more. And they will moan, groan, bitch, and complain until you fan a few $1,000s in front of their face and tell them to suck yo. Because if you are happy, that's the only one you need to make happy is yourself. Making others happy is a bonus, especially your loved ones. But some people, they will not see your happiness, their happiness, as enough. Some people are greedy. So it doesn't hurt to try and be a little greedy yourself. Write your idea down. Invent it. Hell, there's a show, something about shark, whatever, but people go on, they show their invention, and the judges will give them money for their invention, for them to make their invention, whatever. I don't watch the show. But there are people out there who would be willing to help you. Just gotta find it. But don't be an idiot. Be something more. No, be something more than me. I was an idiot. And I wasted a lot of time being an idiot. Not getting my ideas out there, not talking to anybody, not writing it down. Nothing. I was an idiot. I wish I wasn't. Be more than me. And I have talked for long enough. I'll tell you more about why I took so long to make another video. It will cause another problem. It will cause me to take a little longer to get the next video out. But I'll try. Anyway, thank you for listening. And sorry you had to listen to me. I'm also sorry that I might have made you blind. Yes, I call my ugliness blinding people. Anyway, thank you. And try and have a good time too. A good day, a good morning. Just make it good. spend it with people you love. Because in the end, they're all you will have. The ones you love. They won't be the only ones you love, but that's what you'll have. People you love and who love you. And believe me, there is somebody out there who loves you. Even if it's not me. I don't know yet. But the ones I love, I love. So, have a good day, everyone. And this has been Crazy Nick at the Petted Room Corner. I need to actually make a fucking padded room corner. And I will too one day. Well, bye everybody. Have a good time.